What is going on, guys? It is Lely2sx here, and this is a tournament which was held in the PES 15 launch a day before the game had been released in Manchester, and a massive thank you to Graham Day for inviting me. This tournament had some of the best players there. The second match in this video, I'm playing against the PES 14 champion, number 3 in the world, so that is a good match. I'm actually playing as Chelsea this match, so you guys should sit back down, chew your nails and hope my keeper makes a save here. And he actually does, and I remember that save there. It was such a pressure relieving save. I was a bit nervous because it was the first time I'd actually been to an offline event, and when I looked at my group stage, you have to actually top the group to make it out into the knockout stages. In my group I had the UK Champ, who's number 3 in the world, and the other main threat in this group was the guy who's currently sitting number 2 in the leaderboards. So, you know, when you look at that and it's your first time going to an offline event, you think, bloody hell, what chance do I have? Before I go into this video, I'd encourage you guys to join PESLeague.com. First of all, you'll meet some of the best PES players there. You could earn yourself tickets to the Champions League final. You can get monthly prizes depending who the tournaments are, or the online tournaments are sponsored by, because Game, Shop2 and I think a few other companies are sponsoring PES 2015 this year. So at the end of this month, which is in November, you can actually get a £50 gift card by just entering a tournament on the last Sunday of the November month. It's at 7:30 at night, and if you win that, you get a £50 gift card from Game. Not only do you win prizes by winning tournaments, but you actually climb the leaderboards, and the top 32 at the end of the year get entered to the UK Championship, and the winner of the UK Championship then goes to the World Championship, and you then talking about the big bucks there. And in this tournament there's an actual 65-inch TV up for grabs, a massive beautiful curved one as well, and a free PlayStation 4 if you win the tournament. So guys, I will leave the link in the description. I was going to actually encourage this website last year, but PES 14 was such a mess, I couldn't enjoy the game myself, so I didn't think many others would. So now I'll go into this video. As you can see, I'm pummeling this guy 4-0. I knew goal difference could be key here, so I wasn't going to let off, and you know, I might have made him look a bit worse than he was because he wasn't that bad of a player. But now we go into the second match of this tournament, and it was against the UK champion, number 3 in the world. He is known as Ambidextrous or Dex K on the PES leaderboards, so if you ever do come across against him, be up for a really good match. And as you can see, I got off to a great start here. I get Ronaldo into the box, one-on-one. You know what happens from here. So he gets me off to a flying start. As I haven't already mentioned, I am Real Madrid, so you can see I got off to a great start. It could have been an even better start had I actually picked out Ronaldo. I actually aimed for Bale, but watching this back, I really should have gone for Ronaldo on that return pass. And then I accidentally get Pepe out of position when I really wanted to grab Carval. He made good use of the space that Pepe had left behind and made it 1-1. And then not long after, it really could have, well, should have been 2-1 to him. And you know, he hits the shot straight at Casillas, and that gives me a lifeline. When moments like that happen, I feel a bit more freedom because I'm thinking these guys are human, they're not going to score every chance. So we're talking of every chance, Ronaldo here, I can't believe he didn't score. He should have scored and made it 2-1 in my favour then. And it's moments like this slide tackle which just have a massive impact in the game, because mentally it starts to give you the upper edge, and once you start mentally freeing yourself up and start playing your best football, it's really hard to stop you, especially me anyway. Once I get flowing, it's really hard for people to stop me creating chances. It's just about me then putting my chances away. And like I said, these matches are really tough, so chances are hard to come by. So the longer the matches go on, the harder it becomes, because you start to suss out each other's games, and that's what a lot of these players at the top do. They quickly learn the opponent's game. And the one thing he said to me after this match was, he goes, you need to be less recreational. So that's where I tried to replicate everything on TV and try playing the purist, because there's a moment there where I could have put the ball across the net and, you know, had an empty tap in, but you know, it just didn't happen. He goes to me that I try, you know, just being a bit too pure with my football. He goes, in this league a lot of players will just look to always get the easiest goal or look for the exploits, but he goes to me, I just need to basically aggressive my play. And when I did actually try it this one time, look at that, on the back post Ronaldo was there waiting, and look what happens, look where it goes. Look at that, he doesn't even go to Hernandez. Horrible pick out. I actually aimed for the player on the back post, and when that actually happened, I actually wanted to throw my controller at the screen, but it wasn't my screen to do so, or my controller, or my PlayStation, or any of mine there to actually do so. So it wasn't all bad, because I was still with a chance of actually topping this group, because I had Gary in the next match, and all I had to do was draw against him and hope that Dex didn't beat the last guy by more than 4 goals, because the goal difference was in my favour. So he was playing as Bayern Munich and I was playing as Real Madrid, and like I said, I like to get my mark in there early, like to try getting the psychological edge straight away. But when I put a challenge in like that, it's a great challenge. I knew which way he was going to turn, and I ended up getting booked for that. Now when you see what I got booked for, and then you see what he gets away with, and just his, I say football, but it's almost like rugby the way he was taking me out. I just, it just mentally upset me, and I just couldn't get my head back into the game. And it wasn't like I actually played bad. I didn't let it upset me that much, because when you see the full-time stats, you'll see that, Larry, how he mentally disturbed you, almost battered this guy to a pulp. But you can see here, look, he's absolutely bullying my players here, and the ref finally pulls out a yellow card there. But the amount of yellow cards he should have had, he probably could have gone down to 9 men. So at the end of the first half, there weren't really many chances, and as you can see, this guy who's actually ranked number 2 in the leaderboards did not have a single shot on target. No, not even on target, he didn't even have a single shot on goal. So I was absolutely all over this guy, and it just felt like, you know what, Larry, you don't have to do too much, you're eventually going to get this goal. It was just one of those, I was almost too comfortable, and that was probably the one thing that let me down. Because you know what happens when you have so much of the ball. When you're controlling a game this much, when the other guy hasn't even had a single shot on your goal yet, never mind on target, he's not had a single shot on goal, you know what's going to happen now. He's getting his first chance into the box. Marcelo gets outpaced by Lewandowski. That is when I knew something was wrong. And when that ball hit the back of the net, I actually physically started to feel sick. I thought, what is wrong with this world? Alright, I know thinking what's wrong with the world is a bit of an exaggeration, but I was actually like at that stage. And when I played that through ball into the box, Bale should have actually run onto it. I don't know why he walked away from it, and that's how I felt there. I had my hands in my head. I was like Benzema. I was thinking, what on earth is going on? I'm not even gonna lie here. When he scored, it actually felt like something evil had just happened. I know it feels so weird because he's there to score, but the way the match had been going on, you think, come on, if there's anyone deserved of a goal, it's got to be me. And when he goes and gets it the way he did, it just felt pure evil. And when something evil and bad happens to you, you can start feeling sick, you can start feeling like shivers and cold, and that's exactly what started happening to me. I don't know why, but it did. And it's just not the way that he got the one shot, but it's the way he's actually kicking shit out of my players as well and getting away with it. So it just felt like the devil is winning this match, and it was a horrible feeling at the time. So as you can see, Manuel Neuer actually single-handedly keeps me out of this tournament, and Dex didn't actually win by enough goals to get on top by goal difference, had me and this guy drawn. So had I drawn this match, I would have actually topped the group. And as you're about to see, Manuel Neuer, being the devil that he was this match, gets the man of the match. But you know what, even though things didn't go my way, it was still a great event. I enjoyed being there. I met some great people there. I met Bateson, who was a FIFA YouTuber. He still is, but he also does PES videos, so check him out. I met Only Pro Evolutions and some other great guys as well. So all is not lost. It was a great event, and guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Hopefully if you guys climb up the leaderboards, I'll meet you at one of these tournaments as well. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys.